It's Fed Day, and I want to share my thoughts on FOMC in 60 seconds. The Fed is expected to raise interest rates by 50 basis points. They'll have to acknowledge the recent decline in inflationary pressures, and they'll probably still continue to talk up the overall strength of the labor market because labor market numbers, NFPs, have been good. But the real question is, what's going to impact the US dollar and stocks? And what that will be is the dot plot forecast as well as Powell's guidance. In the dot plot, everyone's looking for where the Fed will basically see rate hikes ending. That's called the terminal rates. And the forecasts are all over the place. You have banks like Nomura calling for the terminal rates to be somewhere around, let me see, my 5.5% to 5.75%. Citi at 5.25% to 5.5%. You have other names like BMO, HSBC, ING looking for 4.75% to 5%. Now, after the CPI numbers this week, a lot of those expectations and the market expectations has been notched down to 4.75% to 5%. So anything above 5% should be dollar positive, stocks bearish. Anything below 5% in the terminal rate forecast should be dollar negative and stocks bullish. So that's basically what we're looking for. Now, if you want a little bonus, if you're looking to trade FOMC, there are a couple opportunities. You can either go into the rate decision banking on the outcome to be bearish dollars, so selling dollars into FOMC and riding it through the initial 2 o'clock release. It's a two-prong release today, 2 p.m. Rate decision, dot plot forecast coming out, followed by the press conference at 2:30. Typically, you'll see a big move right after the 2 p.m. announcement, especially since this one's so important. And you can probably jump on that for a quick move. But by 2:15, you've got to be out. Because at 2:15, you're going to get the profit taking and consolidation into or ahead of Powell's press conference. And then Powell will speak. Usually about 20 minutes later, he said everything he needs to say, and the market's kind of starting to form its opinion. And we get the first questions, which will be the most important. Then you'll get another move, and you've got to let the dust settle. I would say about 3 o'clock, 3:15. That's when you start to get the real move of the day. And that real move tends to be a very durable move that can last into Asia and into the European session the next day. So you can either trade the initial announcement at 2 o'clock or wait for the dust to settle after Powell speaks. One additional way that I often like to trade is just wait to the Asia session, because at Asia Open, you have Asian traders come in, digest what happened, and you get a further continuation leg in the existing move that happened right after FOMC. So there's a couple of different ways to play the Fed decision. Regardless, be careful because FOMC can be very, very market moving for all of the markets around.